Good morning, everyone. I'm working on this mic, getting it working. You can see I have it on. And yeah, so I'm going to be working with this mic um, for the next few days, testing it out. I am having coffee on the porch. I've watered the plants already. Chico is enjoying himself out here. Um, and I have family coming over in a little while. So I'm excited about that. But I wanted to have time on the porch with you this morning, this beautiful Good Friday morning, and let you know I'm wishing you a happy Easter. And I'm going to be getting in the house and getting some things done. So I'm going to take you along. Chico, what you barking at? Oh, there's a cat. There's a cat. All right. I thought we were going to have a peaceful little time out here on the porch, but it seems Chico's going to be barking. Hi everyone, I'm bringing you in. I am going to be making myself some brunch. It's 12:30, right now 12:25. And so I'm going to come in and let me get out a chopping board and a knife to chop up my vegetables today. Right, let me check. I have onions and bell peppers in here. So we'll start with those. Here's the onions. Take a couple of strips of bell pepper. Use those up. We're going to put the rest of this back in here. Let me see if I have any tomatoes. I know I do. I think I used up all the Roma tomatoes. I did. So let's use some of these. Let's use some of these grape tomatoes this morning. I'm going to use like 2 of them. There we go. That'll be enough. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this ground up ham. And we're going to saute all this together. I'm kind of lazy this morning. I really have been. Let me bring you over here to the stove, to the burner. oil. And I think that the reason that I'm not feeling like completely up to what I've been used to is because I've been off my eating plan twice, 2 days this week. And so even though my blood sugar hasn't spiked or anything like that, I'm feeling it. Okay, I really am feeling it. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this oil heat up a little bit. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna get out a couple of eggs. I did have a family member come over and brought me a dozen eggs and some heavy whipping cream, a quart, it looks like, of heavy whipping cream. Those were the two things that I was kind of needing this morning, and so this particular egg carton is going in the trash because it's seen better days, and I don't want to drop eggs. So they also took my trash out for me, which was really nice of them. All right, I need 2 forks. One is going to go to scramble the eggs, the other one I'm going to eat with. All right, I think this is ready to go in here. There we go. I need a spatula for this. This mic is working. I'm pretty sure of it. A little salt. Little ground pepper. Little pepper in the egg. Little salt in the egg. Give this a stir. Beat the egg. Spread this out a little bit, even it across the skillet. And in goes the egg. Lid goes on it. And I'll bring you back. right, I don't have any cheese grated up, but I do have this sliced cheese. So I'm just going to break it up into pieces and throw it in here. This is a 1 ounce slice. I measured them out when I sliced them. It's about, each one is about a 1 ounce slice. So. There we go. The smaller the pieces, the quicker it's going to melt into this frittata. And put it over it. And essentially this is made into a on the stovetop oven. All right, everyone, you guessed it. I have kind of a stovetop frittata. And I'm gonna put a little salsa on it on top. I'm gonna spread it out as thin as I can so that all the pieces get a little bit of this salsa. 1 teaspoon. Here we go. This is so good. Now, yesterday off camera, I went searching through my freezer and I got the last of the fish that I had from the gift that was given to me by a viewer, along with the older fish that I had in the freezer from the previous food banks. And I took the rest of it out. Today is Good Friday, and so I will be having a fish fry today. But y'all know, instead of fish and fries, I do like to have another side. And so I'm gonna go looking through my freezer, my vegetable freezer, and pick out something that will go well with the fish today. I've had steamed cauliflower with it. I've had spinach with it. I do have Brussels sprouts in the freezer, so I might get out some Brussels sprouts and and cook those up and have them with butter, salt, pepper. To go alongside my fish today. This is so good. I think from now on, I really do like this chopped ham that I made. And from now on, when I take a whole ham and cook it, like I did this one and the one before, No, this one and the one after, because I do have still quite a bit of ham in my freezer that is already cooked. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm not cooking a whole ham for Easter this year because there is no reason for me to do it except for a YouTube content. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use up what I already have cooked in my freezer and prepare for myself for simpler meals. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I do have a ham bone out that's thawing out, and the reason I do is because I wanted to get that ham bone out of the freezer. And one way that I can use that ham bone is typically I would have put it with a pot of beans. That's what I would have done before I started my eating program. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it with some greens is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that ham bone, I'm gonna put it into a crock pot. And I'm gonna cook it low and slow until that ham is just falling off the bone. And then what I'm gonna do is take a can of the greens that I have in my pantry, and I'm gonna add it to that broth. It's gonna be so rich and flavorful. And I'm gonna make me some spinach up that way. Greens. I'm gonna pick out one. It may be collard greens. And add a lot of flavor to it. Using up the ham bone. And so, remember the greens are actually free from the food bank. So that's what I'm gonna do. Some of them I bought and some of them I got free from the food bank. So we'll see which ones I get out. But that's what I plan to do for a side for the ham. Now that I think about it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. Even though I'm not the top of my game today, there we go. Even though I'm not at the top of my game today, I'm still getting things done. And so I'm gonna change the tablecloth up to my Easter and get the table set for Easter on Good Friday. So I'm gonna start with the tablecloth. I'm gonna pull the chairs out so I can. I'm short, so this is my Easter tablecloth. I did throw away the other one because it was very stained from years of being used. And so I did keep the napkins that were not stained up. I will use those on my table scape. Trying to get this balanced. There we go. Isn't this beautiful? I love this tablecloth. And I like cloth tablecloths. I don't like the plastic ones. And then I'm going to come in with my Easter. These have been used up too. They're stained. Let me see how many I have that are, well, all right, so I'll use them this year. They'll go in the trash. But it is what it is. They were well loved. That one is good. So I have 5 of them. I'll throw one in the back over here. There we go. Here we go. I got an extra one. Right. Then these are my hot pads for this month. And the reason is because it's my birthday month. So I'm gonna put these up over here along the wall. We're gonna get my table reset. We get all this stuff put back on the table. My chocolates have to be on the table. Chico, you're up underneath my feet, baby. I need you to not do that. last wine bottle. I think that's it. As far as decor is concerned. All right, let's get this last bottle of wine up here. There we go. Now I'm gonna add the dishes that I want out here. I'm gonna take a look at the patterns. I want you to know that these are supposed to be the exact same patterns, but as you can see, they're not. This is I think a newer version. So one, two, three. That's all I need for this. The rest of these can go here. If I wanted to switch up the pattern, I could, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of this pattern, and I have 4 of this one. Put these back. These are plates, okay? But I'm gonna use them as serving plates during the Easter months. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them out. Since I'm already here, might as well. And there we go. I think I have my table set for Easter. Ta-da! This makes me so happy. Tell me, what do y'all think? Hold on. What do y'all think about my Easter setup? And always, my mom's apron is going to be right there. Always. As a reminder of who taught me about all of this setting up for Easter and catering events and things like that. My mom did. And so, yeah, this is my Easter setup. Hey everyone, it is Good Friday. And in the back over here, I'm going to show you what I have going on back here. I am going to center this onto and pull it open so you can see that I have frozen Brussels sprouts. This was a gift that a viewer sent me from Walmart, and I packaged it up because I was sent so much food at that point that I needed to package things up and make sure that it's going to last me the long term. And so it's boiling back there, so it's going to steam. We're going to have steamed Brussels sprouts. I have the oil heating up here. I'm going to bring you over here to show you what I am going to be frying. And you guessed it, it is Friday. It's the last Friday in Lent. It's Good Friday. And so I'm going to bring you in and show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this fish. This is catfish. 3 pieces of it. I'm going to put it in the egg first, then into this bag. I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 smaller pieces. And into the bag. I'm going to close it up. This bag will go into the trash when I get done. And I'm going to coat them. And then we're going to go into the skillet. Hold on, it didn't coat all the way. So let me give it a good vigorous shake. Now this is panko little crumbs that are pork rinds and Tony's Sacheries seasoning. Okay, and the 3rd larger piece of fish is going in to the egg wash. And then into the bag to be coated with the rest. There we go. And I'll bring you over to show you the fish fry. Let me wash my hands really quick. It's got egg all over it. Egg and panko crumbs all over it. Let me get this washed off. This is going to be 2 meals for me tonight. This is only my 2nd meal of the day, so I'm trying to make sure that I have plenty to eat for Good Friday for myself. It is a celebration day. But also make it food that's on my eating plan. And so I am going to take these dishes and rinse them off while this is frying. Go ahead and get it into the dishwasher. You all know me, I like to clean as I go. So that's what I'm doing. Keto is smelling the food and he's eating the rest of his food for the day. Yesterday he ate it first thing in the morning. Today he waited until now. So washing my hands again. This is probably the 4th time in the last 15 minutes that I've washed my hands. I'm also going to run this water as well. And the reason is because I am going to have dishes that I don't want in the dishwasher to wash. So might as well, since I'm standing here, go ahead and run that water for it. All right. We're checking this mic out, making sure it's working great. And I'm going to go ahead and fry this fish up, steam the broccoli, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Hi everyone. Well, we are going to enjoy my dinner. Chico is barking off and on. I don't know what's going on outside. All I know is that I fried this fish up, and I fried this, I cooked this, I know I called it broccoli earlier, but it's not. It is Brussels sprouts, and I cooked those up. And so I'm going to have my little candle going because the aroma is so positive for me right now. Cheers, everyone. White wine from the winery, and it's so good. And it's going to taste, it pairs well with this fish. I put butter on this, but it's already melted, salt and pepper on my Brussels sprouts. I love steamed Brussels sprouts. This is the fish. I cut it up to make sure it was done. If it's white and flaky in the middle, it's done. This is catfish. That Tony Chachere's, you don't need any other seasoning in it. Look how that fish is flaking apart. It is so good. Now, I've had some people say that they went out and bought the Tony Chachere's and it was too salty for them. But here's the thing. You add as much of it as you want in your food. I need the salt. Because I'm in ketosis 90% of the time. So I need the salt. And I'd rather have it this way in my food than trying to drink chicken broth and bouillon, chicken bouillon and vegetable bouillon twice a day. I'd rather have it in my food. This is so good. This is definitely a Good Friday meal. Typically, I would have had some kind of a bread with this as well, because Friday during Lent, what I do myself is everything on the plate typically is a reminder of the miracles Jesus performed during his life, during Lent. And so, when he fed the 5,000, he multiplied the fish and the bread. And so typically I would have had some kind of bread with this. But I can't have it anymore. And I didn't have any prepared of the one I can have. So, and it would add too many carbs to this meal. So, but typically I would have had some kind of a bread. The wine, Jesus turning the water into wine. And so, I am going to sit here and enjoy this Good Friday meal of fish, Brussels sprouts, and a nice glass of white wine. And then I'll see what I get into later on. I'm definitely going to take Chico for another couple of walks before I go to bed. And yeah, Friday nights is typically my night for meeting up with friends online and enjoying myself. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm not shy about letting people know that I do that. And yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my evening. I will not be having a snack later on. So I'm probably going to finish it right now. I'm not going to have a snack later on. What I'm going to do instead of a snack is eat the other piece of fish that I fried, eat some more Brussels sprouts, and probably have another glass of wine. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and spending the day with me. But above all, I want you to be blessed, because you bless me each and every day just by showing up, enjoying my videos, joining me for a simple but efficient and memorable Fish Friday on Good Friday. And I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do some things tomorrow. And definitely I'm going to do some things on Sunday. So I'll see you all tomorrow.